And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the... Welcome to 2K Sports. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got the Wizard. Frazier is out there with ABC. And there's the Bulldozer. And it's Jay in at the 4.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Here's San Antonio. Here's Hanlon. Pass to Rogers from downtown. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Hudson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
The shot by ABC, no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Oh, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Boston off to a slow start. 6-point game. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Boston again missing.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert it.
The shot's good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And that's a foul called on Bottoms. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. To stop the run, Houston's shot is off. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Floats one, it's blocked, and they get it back.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Jay misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Pass to Rowe. Spurs passing it around. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Rogers passes to Hudson to the paint. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Celtics trail by 8. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Here's Kamakoglu. Frazier outside. Inside. There's the steal. Right wing. Here's Hanlon. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now here's Frazier. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Jay, guarded by Rogers. Clock is at 3. Here's Kamakoglu. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Hudson. Pass to Rogers. Here's Bottoms. Houston with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Here's the screen. Frazier. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
Here's Rowe. Goes back up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Frazier outside.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Austin shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Here's Jay after the basket by San Antonio. Pass to Houston. Boston again missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
The Cobra passes to Wilson. Jacks up a 3. Rose shot is good. Rose got 6.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Jay. ABC passes to Houston. Here's Haley. It's rebounded by Bottom. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on an 18-4 run. Pass to Hanlon. Nine feet out. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Hanlon's got his second basket of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
It's deflected. Here's Rowe. He has 6. Pass to Hudson. Here's Hanlon. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Here's Hanlon. Pass to Hudson. He squares up and sinks it. Hudson's got 6 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
San Antonio with the ball, following the three-pointer by Boston. Here's Bottoms. Houston with the rebound. Celtics trail by 15. Pass to Black Hole. Here's Kamakoglu. They set the pick. Shot from the top of the key. Doesn't go that time. Spurs leading by 15. Deflects the pass. Here's Houston. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Hanlon. No good with the layup. Boston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Over to the left wing. And again, San Antonio turns it over. And the Spurs making a change here. Bouye is checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Shay's checked in. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Houston. Rowe passes to the Copa. There's the screen. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And the Celtics with possession here. From deep three-point land, they get the rebound. Here's Black Hole. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Timeout.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. And the Celtics making a change here. Aldridge is checked in.
Checking in for the Celtics. Number 9.
Here's Hanlon.
Aldridge.
Count that one. Hanlon's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Houston. There's a screen. There's a minute 47 left here in the opening quarter. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Down low. Pass to Bouye. Here's Hanlon. He has 6. 5 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And it's Bouye missing. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Houston. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Houston's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Hudson, covered by Shea. It's intercepted. Here's Houston. 5 points in the game. And he drives in. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. San Antonio leading by 10. Here's Bouye. Hits the three-point bomb.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Houston. Puts up a deep 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has been.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in. All right, everyone, greetings from a battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. And it's the Cobra in at the 2. And it's ABC missing.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Here's Hudson. On target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Oh, got a piece of it. Here's the Wizard. Pass to Frazier. Three-pointer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Rowe. Here's Rogers. First quarter, just over a minute played. Houston, no good. On offense, here are the Spurs. Here's Hudson. Here's Bottoms. Blocked! And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Here's Rowe. Pass to Rogers. To the middle. Here's Bottoms. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Houston with the drive. Rowe grabs the board. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's the Cobra. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. So it's Boston now. They trail by 1. Here's Houston. Pass to the Wizard. And there's the rejection. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. A nice shot by Houston.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Here's Rowe. 6 on the shot clock. Boston pulls it in.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Pass to Jay. Here's the Wizard. The long distance three is buried.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Here's the Cobra. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Houston. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the paint. Pass to Frazier. Oh, ripped away. Here's Rowe. He's scoreless. And he makes it on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor
Timeout.
this early, it is intimidating.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
San Antonio foul.
The Spurs making a switch here. Wilson's checked in.
Foul. Second team foul. Spurs substitution. Number 33. Josh.
The Wizard passes to Frazier. Here's the pick. To the inside. Jay. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's the Cobra. Pass to Rowe. Here's the Cobra. Clock at 6. Here's Hudson. Puts up a deep 3. He can't get it to go. Jay to pass to the Wizard. Over to the wing. Here's Houston. Here's the Wizard. No good there, off the double clutch. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Here's the Cobra. Pass to Bottoms. Fires the 3. Here's Hudson. Another shot. Here's Wilson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter out here, too.
Good-looking guy.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Here's ABC. No points yet. Here's Houston. Here he goes. And rejected. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Just 5 on the clock. The three. It's hauled in by Bottoms. Spurs lead by 3. Here's Rowe. 5 points in the game. Here's Bottoms. And there's a 3-second violation. Boston has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
ABC, the pass to Houston. Here's Black Hole. Boston, no good that time either. On offense, here are the Spurs. It's a 3-point game. Here's Hudson. Wing shot on the way, and he hits the jump shot. Hudson's got 5 points.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
They swipe it. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. The pull-up. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's ABC. Yet to see a basket. Inside. Here's Jay. Blocked! And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. So both teams making some changes here. Houston passes to Boyd. Here's Black Hole. A shot to stop the run. Not going to go that time. Spurs lead by 7. Here's the Cobra. Pass to Bouye. Down low. 6 to shoot. Shot is good by Bottoms. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Here's Boyd. Black Hole. Tipped. Here's Rowe. Pass to Bouye. Here's Rowe. Out to the wing. They set a pick. Here's the Cobra. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Cobra's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Here's Bouye. Pass to the Cobra. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Houston. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Black Hole. Here's Jay. There's a screen to end the cold spell. Black Hole, that's good.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
San Antonio leading by 7. Bottoms passes to Wilson. Pass to Bottoms. Second chance shot. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And for Boston, they're shooting around 32% to begin this game. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Boston now. There's 1:47 left now in the first quarter. Here's the Wizard. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Pass to Bouye. Drives to the hoop. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. One thing you can say about Boston, Graham, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And the Spurs making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. Here's the Wizard. No good with the triple.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Here's Pouye. Pass to Hudson. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Black Hole. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Boston making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Here's Hudson. 5 points in the game.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways, that time with a great bounce pass.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Black Hole. They set the pick. 23 seconds left in the first. Again, the miss by Boston. Here's San Antonio now. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Hudson. The 3 ball. He can't hit that time. And so the San Antonio Spurs up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They're communicating. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, before we move